That cool air conditioning probably feels really good on a day like today, but the only reason you can crank that power up is because the power behind it is regulated. All this so that you aren't left in the dark. Power, something we rely on every single day. But if we use too much of that power in one place, it could be lights out for everyone.
You can think of us as a power pool.
An organization called PJM makes sure the power grid in our region is balanced, regulating the flow of electricity through power lines and between utility companies. It's a bit like your blood pressure. Too high or too low, it can cause big problems. I talked to Executive Director Paul McGlynn to understand more.
There's a lot of things that we can do to help to manage the flow and maintain the reliability on the grid.
Workers at the control centers coordinate the movement of electricity. They also ensure there's enough electricity for the 13 states in their coverage area.
Hot weather drives demand, drives the load higher on the grid.
So how does this relate to this week's dangerous heat in Fort Wayne? Well, PJM issued a hot weather alert until Friday to help prepare local power companies for any problems on the power grid as millions of air conditioners hum.
We're not expecting any problems with the heat wave.
They're working to prevent an overload, which would lead to widespread outages.
You know, there's a lot of things that we do on the transmission system that get pretty complicated and technical. But at the end of the day, it's all about keeping the lights on.
In the heat alert PJM issued this week, we saw a power use forecast, and the numbers are big. Take a look at this. PJM is expecting the load across the region to hit more than 144,000 megawatts today, more than 150,000 megawatts tomorrow, and nearly 153,000 megawatts on Friday. That is close to the peak demand expected all summer. 156,000 megawatts. PJM says the system has been shown to be reliable higher than that, but it's possible local power companies could ask you to reduce your energy consumption if too much is being used. For 21 Investigates, I'm Carly Van Cleve. We'll be right back.